Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You remember when I was trying out this body, the UNPB female body replacer? It's a mesh, only with the chainmail underwear. And I said there's really no armor for it. I wish there was an armor for it. Now there is an armor and clothing replacer for it. Wickwa put this out. I think it may have been just in the past day or so. This is UNPB Bodyfit Vanilla Armors and Clothing. It does not do skimpy armors, which that's fine. I didn't want that. It replaces all the vanilla and DLC armor and clothing with edited meshes to fit the UNPB body. Everything's included, ported by request, ported under open permission set out by Shiva 182. Credit goes to Shiva 182. So this is a port of Shiva 182's mod. I'm fine with that. I appreciate that, actually. It's not too big. It's 120, just under 122 megabytes. I have hope already wearing this body to try out these clothes. If this works out, I might be using this instead of the 7-base O PPAI body. Maybe not. We'll see. I change at the drop of a hat. But I do like the idea of having this, and it's not a very big mod. And then this of course is just a little body mesh. It has black chainmail underwear instead of the gray, but or silver, depending on how you think of that. I think of that as, I guess, grayish, but it could be silver. Yeah, you know, suit yourself. So I have Hope ready. So let's take a look at this. Hope has everything made up, and she can show you. We'll go through the clothes pretty fast. We'll try not to take too long because it's really not a difficult thing to see. Roar, roar, roar. Okay, so here's Hope. Now she has everything in her inventory, so it won't be too difficult. Now I'll show you first. I'm still using the invisible shields. Don't let that throw you. We'll take that off. I'm gonna leave her other stuff on, but I'm gonna take her her outfit off, the Sandrine outfit. Here we go. We'll just take this off. And see, that's the UNPB body that Wickwa did. It just has a black chainmail underwear instead of the gray or silverish. I like it. I think it looks good. I think it suits Hope. It looks really nice. Okay, so that's all beside the point. Let us start with some clothing here and just show you how everything looks. It's not going to be any great surprise, and I'm not going to spend too long going through this. But if you remember, there's been times where we found the occasional error, and it was good to check things out. Let's start with the Adept robes. Those look fine. Now these are enabled, so you will see, you know, a little movement if you're interested. So just notice that. If you don't like that, then don't use the animation mod. I'm seriously thinking about just turning the animation mod off because I really don't care that much. It's not that big a deal to me. So I've been using it for a long time just because I wanted that. I thought it added, but it really isn't that big a deal, honestly. Unless you're specifically doing really skimpy and other stuff like that, it really doesn't do a lot for you. So this is the Azadel armor, which I think is nice, as always. Let's see. So I'm going to take the boots and the gauntlets off. The ancient Nord armor is the same for the women, which is funny. Apprentice robes. Pretty much same as the other robes. Now this is the Archmage's robes. And the difference here is, of course, that has the hood. But yeah, the movement is there. It is built into these. So, armor of the old gods. This is kind of a forsworn thing. And you'll see some movement there. I don't really think it's a big deal. I mean, that's why I've debated. I'll leave it on for now because it does prove that certain things work the way they're supposed to. That's right. I can't get rid of it because of that. I need to be able to, show you that it's working. It looks really weird on some of these armors, though. They really probably shouldn't enable some of these armors, but it's life. It's fine. I think it's kind of goofy sometimes. Some of them do a better job or look better than others, though. Alright, so let's go through the clothing here. The barkeeper. I mean, you're not going to see anything unusual. This is basically the vanilla style. And it's just going to be... it's going to be the same thing we've seen before. I don't think you're going to see anything drastically different. The tunic is basically the same. All the robes are going to be the same. They're just fitted to this body. So, and I've got her at max. Maybe I should tone that down. Hold on a minute. I forgot. See, I've got her at max weight again. Here, let's do... let's do a middle of the road thing, okay? Just for you, so you can look at it and it won't seem as crazy to you. See, this is more like how it would look for you if you don't want to run it like on max weight all the time. And you might, some people will find that more or less acceptable. It's up to you, what you like. I just figure middle of the road, it gives you a chance to look. There's a little clipping there. That happens in Skyrim, though. I don't see any way around it. Oh, well, we don't really need to see the boots, do we? I guess we need to make sure her feet don't go invisible. Remember, we had that problem on the one thing that one time. And we need to know, I guess we need to make sure that everything works as much as possible. So I will try not to skip everything. So we got the blue robes. Let's drop these boots and gauntlets and stuff, so she doesn't look so weird. We do the bone mold here. Bone mold never looks right to me, but it is correct. I mean, it is what it is. And there's that version of it, and then there is the other version, ta-da, which isn't drastically different. You can try some of the boots and stuff on. Let's take these gauntlets off. We'll give her some boots and some brown robes, neither of which made her feet disappear or anything weird. So that was good. See, everything's still there. The chef's tunic, that's fine. The chitin armor. I mean, all this is the vanilla version just fitted to this body, so I don't see this as being anything drastically different than what you've seen in the past. And the only thing I did here was set her weight to the middle, so you're not going to see any drastic changes there either. Let's get rid of the boots and the gauntlets for this part. Matter of fact, we'll put her some college boots on. Yeah, her feet didn't disappear. That's good. So these are going to be very similar. Sorry, very similar in the clothing department. Nothing wrong with these. I'm just not going to spend too much time on it. It's the same stuff we've seen before. Different boots. Let's take that off for a minute. See, different boots, but still boots. And as long as the boots work, we're good with that, right? College robes. And more college robes, just differently colored. We got some different boots. Those are the cuffed boots. I like those myself. I use them quite a bit for different things. Then you have the cultist boots, and gloves, and the mask, and the robes. And now she's a cultist. Dun, dun, dun. Then you have the Dark Brotherhood. Actually kind of suits her in a way, doesn't it? You could use that. That would be fun. Be a magey Dark Brotherhood person. But the light armor is good. And the cow looks nice. She actually looks a little thinner with this outfit. But that's okay. I mean, that's just the way it is. So the Daedric, we'll drop the cow. The Daedric looks good. I don't see any severe issues there. We got the Dawn Guard. Well, actually, we got some boots and gauntlets that go with this. Let's just do that. So you have the Dawn Guard here, which looks nice. You have the heavy armor too. It's just a different color. I don't think there's much difference. Then you have the light armors, which just doesn't have the shoulders for the most part. Different colors. Notice that has the one shoulder. It's asymmetrical, which you know how I am. So there's that. Then we have the dragon plate armor. It's a little slow to load. I'm not sure what's up with that. But there you go. There's the dragon plate armor. It looks nice. Dragon scale. The Dunmer outfit. I'm going to take these off for the Dunmer outfit. Oh, my, I missed one, sorry. Same idea, though. We have the Dwarven. Complete with the shield there. Now she's going to try to clip the shield through her body. That's why I was trying the invisible shields, you might remember. Let's see, ebony armor. Do the boots and the gauntlets. Yep, looks nice. And then you can do the mail. They should have used more of the mail, more of the actual mail on this, because the mail looks really cool. Anyway, it's just my opinion. So let's do the elven armor, the boots, and the gauntlets. Oh, we'll even throw the helmet on, so she'll look like she's dressed correctly. So I think that's fine. The light armor is only slightly different, but we'll do that. The gilded armor is not different, so I don't bother anymore. There's no point. It has the same shape as the other. I have no idea why. And there's the shield. Ta-da. Alright, so let's clear this off. Alright, so let's go with the embellished robes. Okay. The embroidered garment. again, nothing bad. Emperor's robes. Expert robes. Not much different from the other robes. Now here's some Falmer armor. This is not all the variations, but this is one variation. A little clipping, but not bad. Some fine clothes. There's several variations of fine clothes. So I'm not going to roll through I'm not going to take too much time to go through those. Fine raiment. And then we have some different fur armors. You're probably familiar with these after killing tons of bandits. We have some different ones. Not drastic differences, though, for the most part. Let's see, fur-trimmed cloak. Now the glass armor I think is nice, always. Just me. But I've always liked it ever since the game came out. There's good and bad about everything, but I kind of like the way they did it. Let's see. So there's the little brown gloves that you can put on. Let's take some of this stuff off. Alright, there's the green robes and the gray robes. Not much difference. I'm not going to go through too much of that. The graybeard, there's their robe. You can try their hood, of course, and their boots. I don't think they have any gloves, but there you go. Actually, looks pretty good on her. Kind of funny. Not too bad. Alright. This is for the guild masters, the darker. Let's make her move a little bit. There we go. The Hammerfell garb, which is nice. Let's get rid of these gloves and boots. I think I have something else similar along those lines too. But here's the hide. I'm sure you've seen this a lot. Hooded black robes. Let's drop these bracers and boots here. And all the hooded robes are very similar. So there you have the blue, and then the brown, and then the green, and the gray, and the red, which aren't really red, but okay, we'll go with that. The Imperial armor, complete with boots and bracers. There you go. Got the light armor with the light boots and the light bracers. And you get a shield. You can do a light or heavy shield. Either way, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do the bone mold here. Let's do that again. This is the improved. It's just bone mold with a diaper, I guess. I don't know. I never understood why that looked like that. Oh, it's just me. Don't worry about it. It's just me being silly. So here is some iron armor. Now, mind you, again, I have adjusted her weight down. If you prefer a bigger look, you can definitely get a bigger look. All you have to do is come over here and adjust her weight back up. I adjusted her weight down on purpose, but I'll probably keep her weight up most of the time. But nonetheless, that gives you an idea. If you don't like their weight being up that high, if you don't like them having that size, in the chest, you can definitely tone that down. Just want to make sure that you are aware of what I'm doing. I'm not doing it to be a pain, but you can tone it down. Even that seems relatively smallish, but it depends on what you like. I mean, that may seem too big to you, and this may seem like way too small. Oh, now she's got to move her shield around. Nonetheless, I was just keeping it middle of the road. I'm just going to go back to what I normally do. You can still, decide and tell if this is something you're interested in or not. It's not that difficult. And some outfits really look good, like that. The Jester's outfit always looks pretty good. People always seem to do a pretty good job of that. I don't know if they're getting it from the same place all the time or not. That's the leather. And this is Linway, which is kind of a, you might remember this as kind of a gray Thieves Guild. Just no sleeves. And then you have some hoods here, which we will at least try on, but I don't see any reason to make a big deal out of them. We have the mantled college robes. And we have another variation. We have the master robes. We have merchant clothes. I guess I should take that hood off. The merchant clothes. Nothing really unusual about any of this. Again, I don't want to take too long, but at the same time, we should try everything to make sure that everything works. There's the miner's boots and the miner's clothes. And there's two variations of the miner's clothes, because you have the kind of the dirtyish version and the cleaner version, or the white version. I guess they're all dirty. Anyway, and you can do Mirak. And I have two versions of that for whatever reason. It's called some mods, I'm sure. It's the monk robes. I'm going to take those off. The moth priest robes. Ta-da. The mourner's clothes. The mythic dawn robes. Do I have two mythic dawn robes? I do. Wonder why. Oh, one is, this has the hood, and this does not have the hood. So there you go. So you can get it in either version. It looks... Does it look too big? It looks too big somehow. It looks bulky. Nonetheless. Of course, hold on. Maybe that's a chance for the weight slider to make a difference. Let's see. Let's take it down. We'll take it back down to about the middle. See if that helps. Well, that did help a little bit. See, that made it look a little nicer. So see, sometimes adjusting the weight slider will help. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to fix everything. But that's not too bad. That helped it. So it looks a little less bulky. Yeah, that looks better on her, like that. So sometimes you may have to make little adjustments like that to get things to look the way you want. That's just life. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay. Let's see. Nightingale armor. We have the boots and the gloves, and you can have the hood. And I brought the cape back. I took that mod out. I just did that mod for fun. Some people really love the cape. I'm not really totally sold on it. I don't know. I think if the hood and the cape were totally attached into one piece, it would make more sense. They're really kind of not. But that's just me, and I'm just being particular. Don't worry about it. So that's noble clothes. Here's Nocturnal's clothes. There's always clipping with Nocturnal stuff, so don't worry about that. There's no difference in these two, except this one has light armor and this one's just cloth. Then there's the Nordic carved armor. The Orcish armor. These all look fine, and like I said, you have I know this is not anything new to you. You've seen these before. There is some hair clipping involved, and what you can do is just go to a different hairstyle if you need to avoid that. But overall, I kind of like this outfit in a way. I may have to mess with that more. Nonetheless, that's the Penitus Oculatus armor. Now then we have the Sigix. Ta-da! They have the nice robe. Little clipping, it looks like, there, but not bad. Radiant raiment, fine clothes. These are the fine clothes you get. Let's get rid of these here for a moment. This is the ragged robes. If for any reason you wanted to use the ragged robes, which you could be a ragged robe person. This is if you just have the ragged trousers. And it means you run around with the bra top. And this is the red robes. Oh, this is the Red Guard clothes I was thinking of earlier. It's similar to the outfit we saw before. I don't think it's exactly the same. There's the refined tunic. The robes of peerless alteration. That's a necromancer robe with a hood, basically rough spun tunic. So that's some raggedy clothes. Okay, let's skip to Sandrine. That's what she usually wears. Savior's hide. So then we have the scaled armor, which is not going to be much different. And then you have the horn armor, which they add the horn to the shoulder, and that's really the only difference they make. See? So we're almost through this. Now this is just Nightingale. It's just a different mod. Now the Sheogorath. Oh, they actually fitted Sheogorath's suit to a girl. Usually that is not the case. So bravo. That's nice. That's very fun. Okay. Okay, I've not seen anyone bother to do that before. That's very nice. Maybe that's been done in other mods, but I have not seen it. Very cool. We have shrouded robes. I think that's similar to what we saw earlier. We have the skull. I don't think this would be anything unusual. Very warm clothing. Well, we'll do these even though they're the same. You won't notice any difference. See that? Then we have the heavy stall rim. Ta-da! And then we have the light stall rim. Just like that. There's no real major deal there. And then we have some steel. Well, we have some steel items mixed with some steel plate, actually. Hold on. Let me just get the steel plate boots and gauntlets here. And we'll throw the shield on. There you go. There you go. That's pretty much the look. It's not bad. Then we got the storm cloak. I guess we could get rid of the shield. But anyway, so there you go, there's that. And that's the way a lot of your guard armor is going to look anyway, so that's fine. Let's do the studded armor. I don't know why I have that. I've forgotten why. I got it out of one of the boxes here. Anyway, here's the tavern clothes. And then the Telvanni robes. Those are the same. Those look good. as good as they ever do. They look kind of crazy, but you know. Here's the temple priest robes. Then we can have the Thalmor, and that's with the hood. And then that's without the hood. Alright, then we have the Thief. This is the brown version. You're not going to see that much difference in the different versions, just some coloring. You have the darker version here, which is kind of like the Guildmaster version. And then this is the gray version, which is kind of like the Linway armor. It doesn't have the sleeves. But ta-da. It's just gray. Same thing, really. Then you have Sun's armor, or Sun's armor. Depends on how you say that. Huh? Let me try that again. Did I mess something up? No, I think they don't have a thing for this for the girls. So they've just let it copy this down. I think no, not that. It's the brown one. Nonetheless, I don't think they have a thing for this for the girls. That's more for the guys. So there's Ulfric's clothes, which is basically just a recolored version of some other fancy clothes, so that works. This one works good. We had a problem with this in one of the others, but in this one it works fine, no issue. Then we have the different vampire versions. Really not a big difference in them, just different color variations. Let's see. Now this one should be different in that, yeah, this is the different style with the cape and everything. And then of course you have the boots and the gauntlets, which the boots and the gauntlets are nice. You can use those for other outfits. They're pretty good. And then this is going to be the same as we just saw. It's just different color variations of the same. It's armored instead of cloth. Whoops, I went to the potions. Sorry about that. Then we have the vampire robes. Which is really just kind of like one of the usual dresses. I don't know why they make that distinction. And then you have the royal armor, which is really, is this not the same? Oh, these are two versions. Okay, because this one has more black and that one has more red. But aren't they very similar to this? They are very similar to the number 4. So, then you have the wedding dress. And then you have the wolf armor is the final set. And this is like the companion armor. So it's the wolf armor. And that version looks good. So that is really the whole thing. And this is the UNPB armor fit and replacer. It's very nice, very good. I'll try to have some pictures of some different things, but trying to think, maybe I'll put Shay of Gorth up there. I think I'll do that because I was surprised that looked so good. So, so it's the UNPB Bodyfit. It's the vanilla armors and clothing. You know, it just makes them look a little better. It doesn't really change them drastically. If you're using that body though, they'll go great with it'll go great with this armor. So, alright. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.